Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to Let's Talk Stroke. I am your host and also stroke survivor, coming up on 14 years. I started doing this show for those of you that are new here to bring awareness to stroke, TBI, aphasia, really brain injury, and also to provide a platform for survivors, um, disability, to share their journeys from all across the world. Um, I did say aphasia. So and bringing on experts in brain health so they can share their knowledge for all of us to learn more about the brain. So this morning, I wanted to talk about obviously stroke and fall prevention, which I feel like I'm an expert at that because I've had my share of falls. But we'll jump in that in just a little bit. But anyway, please subscribe if you haven't to my YouTube channel called Let's Talk Stroke, and hit the little notification button so then you'll know when I go live. So anyway, let's go ahead and get the show started. All righty. Well, good morning, you guys, and thank you for being here. And I appreciate everybody. And please ask questions, make comments, and want this to be interactive. Good morning, Ladora. And if you haven't done, I said it earlier, but subscribe to Let's Talk Stroke YouTube channel and hit the notification button. So we are live on pretty much almost every social media platform, including good morning, well, and Lynn, I'll try to get you all in there, but Kevin, yes, so it's kind of crazy. So I want to do this on because I feel like it's been me a lot on this fall prevention. Some tips. I have a bunch that I know because I've been through it. Because first of all, if you know, stroke fall prevention is so crucial for reducing the risk of stroke. Well, it could happen again. Serious injuries, which I've had my share of those, really in older adults, just and those that have really history of a stroke, and that's where I'm talking about. So, but again, I'd like to have this be interactive discussion this morning. But just starting with the first one is regular exercise is really um, really focusing on our balance, that can and your strength, because that can help tremendously. So improve your what is it, stability. It really does reduce the risk of falling. And for me, it kind of happened because of happens quite a bit. Let's see here. I'm gonna bring up my chat room here so I can see all you guys. Still doing a quad cane. Okay. Um, okay. I guess I can get into me since, and I really appreciate you guys throwing your comments in there so we can um, learn more about how we're going to reduce the risk of falling. Well, I'll just get into me. I just go back. I did start with a wheelchair. Started wheelchair, and then I went to my walker. Then I went to my cane, and when I had mine, I had just a old metal cane. Just a not a quad cane like I see about most everybody having those, which is cool. Those are good. I wish I had one of those. But and let's see what I'm looking. If you're cooking, then maybe you risk fire. Yeah, I know. There's falls. Okay, I broke my hip when I had my fall. It was during the pandemic. I got complacent, and I was in inpatient for 2 weeks for the hip, um, not the replacement, the hip. They put like 3 rods in. I wish I had the thing to show you what it looks like, because that's really what when you see it, it's kind of crazy what it looks like putting the rods in. But I stayed inpatient until they discharged me um, because of the pandemic. So so excuse me. So regular exercise, really focusing on your balance. I mean, this is so important, because this is something that I do, and I really weight bear on the affected side. And my affected side was the side that I had my hip deal done. So, and here's another thing, and why it happened. This is kind of, looking back, you know, they always say, not they always say, but what I've always said is it's important to keep your home, just home, apartment, wherever, the environment safe by removing any tripping hazards, like rugs. And I learned this the hard way, because we never ever secured our rugs, just threw them down, and that's what happened. I tripped, fell on the not the rug. I fell off it on the oh boy. At the time where I did it, it was on the well, like the, let's just say, hardwood floors, or a tile. That's where it was. In our other place, it was tile, and I hit. Oh my gosh, it was the worst pain you could ever have. So please, I would do that. Just removing all your tripping hazards. And luckily now I got couches where I do a couch walk for the most part, and really make sure, because here's another one. I actually fell and hit my head because I didn't have any lighting. I figured it was in the middle of the night, so I fell and hit my head in the back, and I actually put a hole in the wall. Um, so have good, adequate lighting. That's important. Also, let's see, did I miss anybody? Sorry if I did. Try to have, we don't have, we have a one story, so there's no, but installing grab bars, even in the bathroom. We have one in the bathroom, in the shower, have grab bars. That's because really where I need it. And then we have like rugs that are really little ones, but they're, you can't, well, you could, but you can't really slip on them. So I just say, if you have um, um, stairs, oh my gosh, make sure you have railings on both sides. For me, and for all of you who do have stairs, or you need some more assistance, put those on there, those grab bars, or on when you're going up and down the stairs. It's so important. Yes, and that's, earlier. Yeah, I mentioned that. So yeah, having doing exercise is so important. And also another thing that I am 100% behind, because and I learned it the hard way. I guess the top, is your footwear. I always wear sneakers. I've tried it at a wedding, the other dress shoes, that worked. Anyway, so I do have sneakers that are really sticky, I guess you would say. And so that can help with your balance too. But yes, Lynn, make sure you exercise, because it's so easy to get in a rut and be complacent and just, I'm fine now. I don't need. I can do without it. So that's one thing too. And also, really, it is this. This is true. Medication management is key, as some drugs can cause dizziness, and or drowsiness, increasing our risk of falling. That's another big thing. these are things that you don't, you know, staying hydrated, maintaining a healthy diet. That's what we do. So overall strength and coordination is very, very important. Um, let's see. I'm gonna check back in here these comments. Uh, let's see, Kevin. Um, yes, it is. It is. Good morning. Good morning. Let's see here. Sorry, I'm looking here. It's good exercise of improving your balance. Yeah, for me is is for really, really true, Kevin, is doing like squats quite a bit. I do squats. My They say, oh, do it shoulder length, like apart. No, I was always taught to do it a little further than that, Kevin, to and then do some squats and do a lot of weight bearing on that your affected side, because that's the one it really needs. And if I'm not sure if you use, I can't remember if you're using a cane or some quad cane or something, but it's so important to do those squats. Now everybody's different, but that helps me tremendously. I'm trying to think. Have I had a fall lately? No, kind of only when I get a little over thinking. Hey, good morning, Lynette, Jocelyn. If I missed you, I'm sorry. Will, thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. I do. And this is about stroke, fall, uh, preventive tips. So that's what I do. So that's what I do, Kevin. I know that I repeat myself a lot. Um, so that's something that I always do. Is that I found out the squats, or even if you're stepping, go down slow. I can't go all the way down. To it's like what do you call it? Lunges. Do it. I do that next to a counter. Just I don't want to have the fall that way. So that helps with me. So and I know when it really does help. You need to exercise. Let's see what else I do. So, but really, you do need if you are exercising, maintain a healthy diet, stay hydrated. If you're thirsty, you're not hydrated. I know that sounds kind of like no, but it's true. That's what it is. Um, what else do they say? Oh, let's see. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate it. Do you know there's a safe way to fall? Okay, I know, Jocelyn. I know. It's just when you're falling, it's who raise your hand if you've who has fallen and you have it's slow motion. For me, it's slow motion all the time. But I know there is a way to fall safely. But if you haven't fallen, then you have I have fallen quite a bit, and I try to get that fall. I've had two bad falls. I've had several others, but quite a bit. I like Kevin Bosu Ball. Yes, I know. Yeah, Human Machine. I'm reading. Sorry. Yeah, and that's it, Lynette. That's what I said. That's one of the tips is put handrails in. Through your house. If it helps and it's totally cool to do. Do that. I have the only ones I really need is in my bathroom. That's kind of like what's really important. And also, it is a good idea. Some people don't think so, but I'm putting mine out there. It's really important, beneficial to have regular checkups. With uh, your healthcare provider to monitor any changes in your mobility or health that could affect balance. Balance is number one. But I know when you said that is the exercise number one. And educating our caregivers is a big thing, because every time if I drop like something in the like a shower or whatever, I'm like she's screaming, "What happened?" Because so I always let her know, and the fall risks. And pre prevention strategies can really enhance your strategy. If you're walking, now this is me, because after coming up on 14 years, I have learned a lot. If I'm in the store and we're walking, okay, who knows this answer? Or that's not an answer. Who knows if you're walking in the store, do you pay attention to somebody in front of you or behind you? What's more dangerous? Well, this is to me. Um, um, I've had 6 handrails, Jocelyn, in my house. Hey, it's nice because it'll help you. Okay, for the question, thank you for putting a little link in there. Are there certain things you should be able to do before you stop using a cane? Well, it's definitely your balance, and if you're wearing an AFO, that some people that does help. Some people don't wear it, and it's a little more, everybody's different. Every stroke, as you know, every brain injury is different. I just bang into. I know. I'm with you there, Johnson. I totally understand. That's me. Okay. I go back to my thing that I remember. You definitely, when you're going to walk, for me in the store, or even walking outside and someone's behind me, that scares the you know what, because I know this has happened to me before. Someone, I'm sorry, they kicked me from behind, and then it's like someone better be right there because I will fall because I know how they is. So I make sure, like if we're all of us, family, whoever, and we're walking, but about 90% of everybody knows I will be in the back because I do not want to be kicked because there's a lot of, not a big deal. There's a lot of grandkids and all that kind of stuff. So that's a big deal. That's what banging the shit. I like that. Oh man. So anyway, also, so that's educating your caregivers and people around you, family. Kind of helps with that. And also, don't use your canes, use your assisted devices, walkers when it's necessary. It definitely helps. So yeah, okay, let me see. I get okay here. Let's see. Let me look at these here so I can see. I've definitely let's see. I definitely have handrails down one side of the hallway. Use it for walking out. Yeah, I had 20 years of handrails over between the things put in. Aha. Now let's see here. Please talk about trying to drive electric scooters, riding things in the stores. Or riding your personal devices. I know a man who fell off his. I, I am 100% with you on that. Because I don't use. I had in the beginning. I used the electric. Well, no, oh yeah, I did an electric wheelchair. So, but yeah, I've come close because so many people are not, say the word right, cognizant or whatever. They're the wheelchair. I know I have not. I am not falling off one, but I've gotten close because when you first have one, I mean, who knows how it's kind of a little intimidating around going around in the store, and that's really where I've used it. But Cindy, well, that's been a big challenge for me. Now I'm not using it anymore, so that's a big deal for me. Not having it, but so how do we? So if I go back, so how can we, as stroke survivors, limit falls? Brain injury survivors don't want to leave out anybody else, the TBI and all that. How can we limit our falls and not injuring ourselves? Because that's it. Does anybody have the when you have fallen, or if you have fallen, have you did it always seem like it's slow motion. Oh my gosh. Oh, you know it. I know something's gonna happen. So just please, strength, improving your strength, your balance, and environmental strategies. You have to be stable. You have to practice those steps. In riding wheelchair, there's an incline. Yeah, it's easier for me to walk up a hill than down a hill. It's very difficult for me. And again, I am doing things that I know that work for me. These are really, and again, I think Lynn was one of the ones that said it too. Um, you have to, yeah, participate. Go to therapy, or even do it at home. Um, uh, Regular physical therapy that really is tailored to your needs, how you are, what you need. Um, uh, but really rebuild your strength. That's so important to do that. It's your strength, and like I said, I do squats outside, more than the shoulder width away. That's so important. It's just, I mean, after doing that for like 2 days, if you try um, more than shoulder width away, not shoulder width, but try to move it out a little more, and you're gonna see after 2 days, you're gonna be so freaking tired and sore, which is good. Then you work it harder. Then you know you've done it, and make sure, if you could, it worked for me. Looking in the mirror, up and down, so you can see that you're not like leaning over one side, favoring your affected side. Do it same thing, but do it slow. You don't need to just whatever like that. So that's that'll help with your coordination too. So try to keep that. And for me, I forget a lot of times walking, and all of a sudden I'm favoring the side, my right side. So make sure you try it. Um, um, so really do that. That helped me for my coordination. Well, trust me, coming on 14 years, and I'm far from over. I mean, someone I saw a post, oh, how long is it going to take that we're going to be back to normal? How do you want to answer that? Well, I don't think, we're going to be normal, but you accept your new me. That's what I do. But you will get better. Some people say, how long is this going to take? Well, it's gonna take some while. I always say, every injury, every stroke is different, but in your recovery or rewiring your brain is different. It's but some people recover better than others. So, but really, it's the revealing your strength, your coordination, your balance are really crucial to help prevent with on again with falls. Again, I always say it, use assisted devices. I was doing really well doing my without my AFO. Remember, I put my hand down there, but you can't see it. So that's one thing that I wear my AFO, and it helps me a lot. I know it's not, um, it's not for everybody, and that's okay. That's okay. I'm starting to hear a lot of people getting operations on their strength, um, repairing your tendons, making them longer to help with your coordination for your with your ankle or whatever you need to. Like some people are doing it on their fingers to strengthen their fingers. I always thought that years ago, but I never. Now I'm starting to hear people do it. Um, Anyway, help with your what do you call it? Your make your home safer. That hugely important. Remove tripping hazards. Some rugs, loose rugs, and clutter. I mean, my office, you should see, I'm a clutter rat. But anyway, so you really got to make sure that those areas are lit. I mean, that's really important. Grab bars in the bathroom for me. I don't have my, I use the counters if I get really kind of wobbly. That's something I do all the time. Footwear. I don't know how you guys, what kind of footwear do you think of that? Morning, Gary, is footwear. I wear sneakers that have, because even if it's wet outside, no, like into like just say Costco, my footwear that I bought at Costco is great. And the soles are really they're great for the shoes are good from indoor and outdoor. So that reduces the risk of falling. That's something I am like 100%. Like I'm just for that. That's something that I am really 100% in favor of those. Your shoes are the most important things too. Helps with slipping, helps with falling, tripping, all that. And as we talked earlier, is the oh, your we said footwear. I can't think what the other one. Exercise. Oh, I can forget that one. That's so important. So even simple activities, you've got to do something every single day. When I was my first therapy sessions, when I was involved with my stroke and inpatient, I was always told. I don't know if you guys have been told. it I know Lynette. I was always told you need to do these at least 3 times a day. These, one movement, whatever it is, at least, do it like, you're doing 3 sets of whatever, and then take a break, and maybe lunchtime do another 3 sets, and then before other, evening, do another 3. Do I didn't do exactly? No, I don't do that, but I know what I need to do, and I'm not doing that. But I'm trying to get better and better every single day. But it's really, is it the you have to do it. So just know that. What else did I put on here was I usually take something. Yes, very important, because sometimes I go, okay, I want to get there. Take your time. You move slowly. And this is a good one too, especially when you are getting up from a seated or lying position. It's so important. That's something, sudden movements. Like who is dizzy? Well, you know what I mean. But when you sudden movements, you get you get dizzy, and that's something that you've got to make sure that that you're going to be careful with that, because sudden movements, helps with well, when you have dizziness, and you lose your balance. Those are very important things. But these are strategies that work for me. But I'm not sure if it'll work for you. But I just want to throw that out there. But so anyway, any other tips that you guys can share with us? And if not, that's okay too. But I don't know why I'm all these different colors here, but that's okay. Take 9, and this one is 100% true. Lynette, yeah, it takes a lifetime. I mean, yeah, I mean, who thought when I first had mine? I thought, well, okay, it's not how this can't. How long is this going to take? Well, everybody here that is watching and commenting, thank you again. Mr. Gary Trader, so good to see you as usual. My last fall that I hurt myself. You know what? I'm trying to think here. I had a fall, which was how long ago? I think, Gary, that it was this year. I know that. Yeah, it was this year. I don't know exactly the date. I have in my phone. I have a that's for seizures. I have seizures. I know you do, but yeah. So that's my last fall. I'm gonna say it was about actually really wasn't that long ago. It was probably um oh gosh. I sorry, I'm getting all messed up here. I'm gonna say it was about 3 months ago, maybe a little, but I didn't completely fall. I fell and hit my shower has a when you walk in, it has a bench there, and it's built in. I fell on it, and I'll tell you, it wasn't fun. But so it wasn't that. It was, you know, just I got a big bruise that's just nasty. So that's what. But I didn't break anything, thank God. Um, but it was very sore, and it made a big black and blue. This probably this big, black and blue. It was not fun. But thank you for asking. And if there's any others, I just made a real quick little who song. Nice to see you. But yeah, that's kind of why I set this show up like this, just for on falls, because I kept thinking of, what could somebody use out there in the brain injury community? Um, Me, it was fall. I I'm feeling like I know what a fall is because I've had my share of a lot of them. Biggest one was me. What was it? Falling in the um, um, falling back into the wall because there was a treadmill there at one time. There was a fall, and I ended up what was it? I fell and hit oh the wall. My head hit it, and I had a huge bruise. It was so red, but there was a hole in the wall because of me. So that was one of them, and then the other one was me falling on tile, and I broke my hip. The worst pain, worse than the pain of my stroke. I passed out. So, but that's what happened to me. So just there was a whole bunch of other ones. Fell on my affected side, scraped all on the way to therapy. Fell outside, all bruised up my hands, and it was they saw it, so I had to get a lot of what do you call it? They did a lot of bandaging me up before therapy. So anyway, so that's, and I have other ones too. So, but this was why I did this. So for those of you who didn't see it, feel free to watch the replay, share it if this can help one person. And I love to say that if we can help one person, inspire one person, by all your comments and being here, thank you, and hopefully you guys will um, share and tell other people regarding falls. This is a great little episode. I feel because if it's learn. I didn't see anybody say something about the falls if you felt like it was slow motion because well that's how I felt. Mine are all slow motion. So anyway, guys, I hope everybody has a real wonderful rest of your day. And remember, I know Lynette Price is on this evening, unless anything changed. But um, Lynette will be on tonight, so please tune into her 7 p.m. Central Time. You guys can figure out your own times because that's what I know. So um, have a great rest of your your day, and happy Tuesday. Yes, happy Tuesday, and we will see you on